Hiya! Today I'm going to be debunking the 2012 claims. Because there's a lot of stuff all over the internet at the moment about the world ending in 2012, and it can get quite confusing and daunting. Trust me, I've been there. It's 2008, I was on the train back from London, and I was reading the Daily Mail, which is utter rubbish, by the way. And there's this article in there about 2012 and some crystal skulls. But now, these crystal skulls have been proven to be false, and they were just made for some money-making claim or something. And obviously, at the time, I had anxiety disorder and a phobia of the end of the world, and so I got really freaked out, and that kind of ruined the rest of my holiday. And when I got home, I went on the internet and googled 2012, and it came up this website all about all this pole shift nonsense and everything, and I remember getting really freaked out about it. And so then I was just really upset and thinking I was going to die and everything. And other people on the internet I've read about, there's been people who have committed suicide just about these claims, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. People putting all these things on the internet, and then people committing suicide over it. It's just not good. And so that's why I thought I should make a video about 2012, proving that it's a hoax, and that nothing is going to happen. Well, every day there's a slight, very, very slight possibility that something could happen, but no more than any other days. 2012's got to the point when there's been a lot of marketing around it, and it's been used to get money. In 2009, there was the movie, the disaster movie, 2012. So with the 2012 movie, that obviously created a lot of hype, and then people went on the internet, went on Twitter and Facebook and all those sites, and started saying stuff, and then slightly twisting things, and they all get twisted, and then they all get posted all over the internet, and you can see what's happened. And then there's 2012 survival kits, and I have found the most amazing website called 2012supplies.com. Apparently they are powered by Amazon, and they are a McAfee secure tested daily site. Yeah, that's just fake, and that's just a way of making money. They've got things on there for like £100. It's just ridiculous. I wonder if they even send them to you. They just take the money and just like, oh, we'll take the money, I'll send them the stuff. See, that's just the extent it's gone to. It's absolutely ridiculous. The website also looks really badly designed. So, there we go. That survival kit costs about at least $100, and I think that's around at least £100. And all it contains is hardly anything, so you can just see the extent that people are going to get money out of this. But on the plus side, it does contain duct tape, 10 yards of duct tape, which could be quite fun. But still, that just proves how stupid this is and how many morons have been trying to make money out of this. So now the fun bit, the many theories of what are meant to happen in December 2012. So there's the planet Nibiru, or Eris, or Planet X as it can also be called, which is claimed to exist. And this is my artist's impression of what I reckon it would look like if it did actually exist. So, yes, I know that was the Death Star, but that is my impression of Nibiru. So basically, it was apparently discovered by the Sumerians, which I think was some sort of ancient tribe or culture. And the woman Zecharia Sitchin, who is a fictional writer, claimed that she had translated Sumerian documents claiming that Nibiru exists. However, they found that the Sumerians didn't even claim that it exists. Apparently it was meant to hit us in May 2003, and it didn't, so obviously it's been moved forward to 2012, so they don't look like idiots, which they already do, to be honest. And the Nancy leader then wrote on her website, called Zeta Talk, that she was channeling messages from aliens on a fictional planet around the star Zeta Reticuli. Not right at all. And Zeta Talk, what type of a name is that? You know, it's not very original with Zeta and Reticuli. And if it was going to hit us, we'd be able to see it by now clearly in the sky. So right now, if you look out of your window, if it's a sunny day, I bet you won't see Nibiru in the sky. I can't see it in the sky right now. At night you can't see it in the sky. It would be a massive bright object. Some people claim it's the size of Pluto. Some claim it's the size of Earth. It just shows how people don't know what they're talking about and how it doesn't exist. And then there's Eris. Eris and Planet X are kind of linked, because Planet X is kind of a name that NASA gave to a planet that doesn't have a name. And this was Eris quite a few years back. But they found that Eris is near Pluto. It has been for ages, and it's not going to hit us. Yes, there are pictures in the internet apparently of Nibiru, and those photos aren't right, because they are mainly lens reflections, like internal reflections in the lens of a camera. And a lot of them are apparently infrared images, but none of them are from NASA, and NASA themselves have claimed that Nibiru doesn't exist. So I think all the evidence proves that Nibiru doesn't exist. So sorry to those people who were hoping that Nibiru does exist. Okay, so then there's the Mayans and Nostradamus. The Mayans have an ancient calendar, and it's a rather complicated calendar that has different counts. And people claim the Mayan calendar is going to end this year, which means that we all die, which is a strange assumption. Surely their calendar's got to end sometime. Yes, in December 2012 it does get to a string of zeros, but then it starts a new count, which is a bit people leave out to win their case. And even if a calendar ends, we don't all die. December the 31st, all calendars end, no one's died yet. Well, obviously some people die naturally, but no one's died. And then there's Nostradamus. Nostradamus didn't even predict it, even though people claim, so I don't even know where they're coming from with that. And neither did the Mayans predict it. So a lot of people, you can just have been twisting it and what you can see from that. Okay, so then there's theories of planetary alignments and lining up of the galactic plane. We are on the outer arm of the galaxy, which is 30,000 light years away from the centre of a galaxy where there is a black hole. And people think that apparently the Earth and the Sun are going to line up with the centre of the galaxy, where the black hole is. The thing is, I don't see how that can happen, because surely we're always lined up with the centre of the galaxy, because it's a circle shape, if you see what I mean. And apparently we're going to be pulled in because of this, the black hole. But even if we were being pulled in, due to the size of the galaxy, it would take millions of years for us to be pulled in. So it wouldn't even affect us in 2012 anyway. And then there's planetary alignments. Yes, there's planetary alignments occurring all the time. It depends what angle you are from the Earth, and there's no massive ones due in 2012. And even if there was a planetary alignment, I don't see how, it could affect us at all. Because planets are aligned all the time. It's happened for millions of years, yet the Earth even has never been destroyed from it, so it's just silly. And then there's the sun theories. Apparently there's going to be killer sun flares that are going to kill us. The solar cycle lasts for 11 years. It was going on for years, and we haven't died yet. And at the moment it's due to reach a solar maximum, which is when there's maximum solar flares. This happens obviously every 11 years, so whatever year it was 11 years ago, I can't do maths. Occurred and no one died from it. So it just shows how silly it is. These people, they haven't researched their science whatsoever. And me, I'm not any good at science. I got a D in my physics AS level. Yeah, even I can work this out. It just proves the intelligence of these people. Okay, then there's the classic meteors, comets and asteroids. People claim that we're going to be killed by a killer asteroid or similar objects, such as comets and meteors, in 2012. The thing is, these are really, really rare occurrences, and NASA will probably know about it, seeing as they do have a lot of telescopes pointing at the sky. At the moment, NASA are carrying out a Space Guard survey to find near-Earth objects, which are basically asteroids and all that. And they've got a website, which I'll post a link for on the description, which shows their work in action as it's happening at the moment. just put your mind at rest even more. And so obviously I think we'd know by now if we were going to be hit by something, most likely. Okay, so those were the main theories. If you have any more questions, just post them in the comments at the bottom and I'll be happy to answer them. And from this we can all take the lesson, this probably sounds really sad, but it's true, that not to trust everything we read on the internet. People are making money and people will do anything for money. And then there's the one other thing, people worry that this is all a NASA/government cover-up. Surely if it was, I think it would have been released. Yes, people are worrying about it on the internet, but that's started from people like spreading rumours again. NASA themselves have even said that if the world was going to end, that they would tell us. Because that's what they're about. They said they're about finding the truth in everything. And I think if there was a massive secret like that, it would have slipped out from some NASA scientist. Because there's loads and loads of space agencies. And I don't think they would be covering something like that up. We'd all know about it. It'd all be in BBC News channel that I do personally trust. Sky News, all the other news channels, NSBC I think it's called, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, and then I've just managed to find a lot of doomsday predictions from the past, which I do find quite amusing personally. It was April the 20th in 2007 we were meant to die. We didn't die. September the 10th, 2008, that was the Hadron Collider, which we didn't die from, and we are not going to die from. And then there's one in 2010, and then there's the infamous Harold Camping on May 21st, 2011, who predicted doomsday was going to happen, and that it was the Bible apocalypse. Yet, funnily enough, the Bible says that you can't predict the apocalypse, so somehow I think he was wrong. Then there was August to October 2011, when apparently we could have been hit by Comet Elenin, but we weren't, because we're still alive now. And then there's September the 29th, 2011. And then Harold Camping reared his head again, unfortunately, for our own amusement. On October the 21st, 2011, apparently we were meant to die then, but obviously we didn't die then. He seems to like his 21sts. And then there's May 27th, 2012, and we didn't die then, and that was a few months back. I think all these prove that it is all just a load of rubbish and we can't predict the apocalypse. Who knows when it can occur, but you know, there's a really, really small chance of it occurring, but point is we can't predict it. Yeah, and that's all from me for today. I hope I've helped you, and if you have any more questions, feel free to post them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. Hope the information I've given you is helpful and is accurate. And yeah, from this all, the world isn't going to end in 2012. Yeah, bye!